morning Gloombugs, and welcome back to another late, again, monthly favourites video. This one is slightly more on time. I'm just really determined to try and get it out before, weeks and weeks have gone by. So yeah, it's still a few days late, but we're getting better with it. I actually wasn't going to film today. I've been really tired. It has been a very, very long day. I've been in work and there were a lot of unusual work activities. We actually ended up going to the beach and playing rounders as part of like a work team building exercise, which was kind of funny. But yeah, I was aching a lot from some other things which I did yesterday, which I'm going to talk about as one of my favourites. So I'm going to start off with that. My first favourite of this month is yoga. So I've probably been doing it for over a month now, but it's something that I've just been enjoying so much recently. Yeah, I just really wanted to improve my balance because I'm a very clumsy person and I'm not particularly flexible either, and by doing yoga I've actually realised that certain parts of my body are a lot more flexible than I thought, and other parts definitely need some work. My shoulders, for example, I didn't even realise that I had a problem there, but yeah, it turns out I don't really have a lot of flexation in my shoulders at all, which explains a lot because I get a lot of pain in my shoulder as well. So I'm hoping that by doing some certain exercises I can really improve that. And strangely, since I've been doing yoga, a lot of people have asked me if I've lost weight, which I haven't. I still weigh exactly the same as I have for the last couple of years, but everyone seems to be pointing out that I just seem to look a bit different, so I'm not sure if that's maybe my body is looking a bit more toned, I'm not really sure. But yeah, people seem to have noticed a difference. Even people who don't even know that I've been doing yoga have asked me if I've lost weight, so that's really good. I'm actually thinking of maybe getting a yoga mat for at home, just so I can do it a couple of times a week, because I only get to do it on a Wednesday and I would like to do it more often, but I don't have the time off to go to classes, and the other classes in the week are in different areas, they're not so local to me, so they're a bit harder to get to. But it's something that I would advise that everybody tries, because I wasn't really sure if I was going to enjoy it, but it's actually a lot of fun. It's very relaxing and it's a nice bit of exercise. It's also not super easy either. We have a really great teacher and she's been kind of making it a bit more difficult each week, but it's still completely manageable, and if you feel like it's too easy, she will throw in slight different variations of a pose that you can do to make it more difficult. There were a couple yesterday that we tried out and they were so difficult, but you feel really good once you're able to keep your balance in those positions. You feel quite proud about yourself, and my balance has definitely improved since I've been doing it. So that's the first thing that I've been obsessed with this month. Secondly, I got a new phone. So I did have the iPhone 5S and it didn't really have a lot of storage. I only had the 16 gigabytes and a lot of that was taken up by iTunes updates and things like that. I actually think that there was maybe a bug on my phone because I seemed to have a problem with the way it was storing information. It seemed to be saying that I was using up something ridiculous, like 11 gigabytes in apps and on photos, when in actual fact when I looked at all the items that were on my phone I was only taking up about 2. So there was something really not right with it, but it is a phone that I've had for quite a long time, so it was time for a new phone. I went for the iPhone 6. I want to say 6. I can't remember if I bought the 6 or the 6S, that's a bit silly. That's not actually my favourite of the month because it's pretty much the same as my last phone, which is what I wanted. It is slightly bigger, but because it's a more modern phone I'm able to get some cooler phone cases. I bought this Killstar phone case which I've wanted forever. I think this might have been called the Beltane phone case. It's possible that I'm wrong, but I will put the name up and the links down below if anyone's interested. They also do this in a pastel purple colour, and it's just a silicone case. It's not a protective case. I do still need to get a glass case for the front of my phone, although so far I haven't dropped it or anything like that, and I think that's possibly just because it's a bit bigger than my old phone, and also the case is silicone so it's easier for me to keep a hold of. And I bought this on sale, so I think I got it for about £9. They might still have it on sale now, I'm not really sure, but you can keep a lookout and just see when they've got it cheap. It's not too expensive anyway, to be honest. But yeah, it's just nice to have a new phone case finally. We had a few really sunny days in April, which meant that my friends and I have all been cracking out the barbecues, and we've also been having regular girls' nights on a Monday, which we've been really enjoying. And of course, with the girls' night there is gossiping and there's also always alcohol involved. So So we've been looking for new food recipes, new cocktail recipes, and I came across this Rachel Allen cookbook, which I bought many years ago. I probably had it for about 5 or 6 years, and I just had a quick flick through it because it was, it's called Entertaining at Home, and I had some people coming over, so I wanted to have a quick look and see if there was anything that I could make. There's a really good recipe in here for watermelon margaritas, and everybody who has tried them has loved them. They're really good for a hot day. We've been using frozen watermelon balls instead of fresh watermelon, so it creates kind of more of a frozen smoothie, and oh, they're so good. I will just show you the picture if I can remember which page it's on. Okay, so here's the page of the recipe. The watermelon margarita is the one in the centre. Ours looks slightly different just because it's a bit more frozen, but I mean that was perfect because the first barbecue that we had, it was so hot, especially after, it was crazy because we were still forecast snow, and then we just out of nowhere had this really hot day, which we weren't really expecting. So of course we had to get the barbecue out, and I will put the recipe up for all of you just in case you want to make it and give it a try. But it makes one of the nicest cocktails that I've ever just had from a recipe book. My final 2 favourite items are both TV shows. The first one is Bates Motel, which I've been watching for a really long time, and then I don't know what happened. I think it was in between season 4 and 5. There was a break, and there were rumours it was going to get cancelled or something, so I didn't watch it for a really long time. And then season 5 has recently, I think, popped up on Netflix. I'm not really sure when they put it on, I just happened to see that they have new episodes on there, so I was really excited. And season 5 was the final season, so it's all over and done with now, and the finale, it was great actually. But the one thing that I always loved about Bates Motel is, even though I kind of don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it. Okay, if you haven't seen Bates Motel, maybe just skip ahead a little while because I want to talk about it obviously. But I just love the way that even though Norman Bates is a serial killer, they still manage to make you feel so sorry for him all the time, because he obviously has mental problems and it's not his fault. And it's great that one minute you think he's absolutely insane and you hate him, and the next minute you're really feeling sorry for him and you just want him to get help. And just the interactions between Norma, his mother, and him, I mean, the actors and the actresses are absolutely amazing in it. I don't know how they managed to stay so serious in some of those scenes, but it's a really amazing series. It's an amazing TV series, and if any of you haven't seen it, do go and watch it. It's brilliant. It's slightly gory in some places, but most of all, it's just a really big mind fuck, especially season 5, the beginning of it. I was so confused. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but go and watch it because it's great. And then the final thing I've really been loving on Netflix is something which is completely different from Bates Motel. It is actually a cartoon, and before it came out, everybody was tagging me in these Facebook videos with the adverts for it, because anybody who knows me and knows me well, they all know that my favourite animal is a red panda. I'm completely obsessed with them. I think they're the most adorable creatures in the entire world. And yeah, this TV show is about a red panda who works in an office in Japan, and she hates her office life and she gets quite stressed. She has the bosses picking on her and everybody's kind of picking on her and giving her a big workload. And to relieve herself from stress, she goes to a karaoke bar and performs heavy metal songs. So that's like 2 of my favourite things in a TV show, and I had everybody tagging me in this trailer, and I had to say it looked really good. So the second it came on Netflix, I binge watched all of the episodes in about 2 days. The episodes weren't very long, which was disappointing. So I've seen all of them already, but it's one of those things that I could just rewatch it because it's kind of funny. And I originally thought that it was kind of like a kids show because it's made by Sanrio, who are the people who made Hello Kitty and My Melody, and obviously, you know, those things are targeted at kids, or at least they're intended to be. No judgment if you like Hello Kitty, I don't care. But anyway, I was watching the first episode and she's getting angry with her boss and she's singing karaoke and she's just shouting shitty boss in Japanese. And yeah, that was when I realised, okay, maybe this isn't for kids. And I just found the whole thing really funny. They also have the setting on Netflix so you can watch it not just with English subtitles, but they have English voices if you want to watch it in English. Personally, I just prefer watching it in Japanese and reading the subtitles because that's the way it was intended. But yeah, if you're into funny, quirky little cartoons and you like metal, you'll probably enjoy that too. As always, thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button, or just give me a thumbs up, whatever you fancy. It would be great to have you join us. There's also going to be a giveaway next week because we hit 1,000 subscribers. We actually hit that target a little while ago, but I haven't really had the money to buy anything for a giveaway. I've purchased one item so far, it's a Killstar item, and I might include a couple of other bits. I haven't really decided yet, but hopefully we'll be doing that next week. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye guys!